Hey, what's up, everybody? Rage Kitch 20 here, and we are back with Otep's The Ascension album. Whew. Whew. We got Homegrown today, and if you did not watch the end of the last song, I glanced over the lyrics, and if you don't know what this song about, then you're potentially in for a rough time. I highly recommend you go look at the lyrics and see if you're here for that, because if not, this song may not be for you. If you're here, then you're ready to get into this bad boy. Now, interesting enough, the version of this song I got is not... I usually pick the ones by Dr. Otep's, Dr. Shemaya's main page herself. For this one, however, when I saw the end with all these full caps, exclamation marks, cussing and whatnot, I know that most the videos, at least one on her channel, are censored. So I wanted the full-on non-censored version, so I picked the first one available that is the most viewed of all of them as well. And three comments down on that video, who commented other than Dr. Otep Shemaya Esquire herself and said, I assume she's responding to somebody, but it's not a reply, so I don't know. The bassist always sets his own sound. Whatever you hear on albums is how he wanted to sound. Which, as I've stated many times, I love their bassist. I love the sound of their bassist. And it's fantastic. It's kind of cool to hear that from Otep herself. Now for this song. I don't know if I'm ready for it, but I'm gonna do my best to get through the song, and good luck, everybody. Good luck, me, and I think I'm ready for it. How am I looking here? I think it's a little bit better, a little bit less orange. All right, I'm not stalling. You're stalling. All right. Let's go, everybody. I hope if you're still here, I hope you know what you're in for, and I hope you're ready to get into it. So, Homegrown, let's fucking go.
He hurts me 'cause he cares. He hurts me, yeah. It's all my fault. Roaches and cigarettes, a sink of hungry dishes, flies in the afterbirth. I miss you when you're timid. Loving you is nothing new, it's self-mutilation. Like crave the pain, I'm so ashamed, but I love the stimulation. The last If you touch us again, I will fucking go. I will make you pay. I will make you pay. Now you know how it feels. Now you know how it feels.
Oh, I didn't want that one. Right, I pushed that button. Alright, we're back. Sorry about any noises you heard during that song, and I mean after. It's not really important, but still, the noises you heard after. So, real quick explanation before we get into how I felt about that song. My roommate's dog just got back and was hanging out with hanging out with someone else for the last week or whatnot, and immediately after it got back to the house, this is one of the most anxious dogs I've ever seen in my fucking life. He went with his daughter to go get food, and so the dog was losing his shit, whining and crying out the window and stuff, and I had to go snuggle with the dog and calm it down until my roommate got back. So that poor thing is the most anxious dog I've ever seen in my fucking life. I don't know what the fuck happened to it, but who knows. Anyways, so that song was definitely dark, but like not as much as I thought it was going to be. I honestly think the last song was kind of a little darker, but I mean the words themselves were really dark, but the delivery didn't really push into how fucking dark it was. So it kind of just felt, I don't know, I could definitely sense, you know, some of the darkness in here. But like honestly, I feel like she purposely didn't want to just like overload it with just like, holy shit, this is a fucked up song. I feel like she wanted to kind of soften the blow a little bit, because I really feel like she could have leaned into this one and really just made it something else of just like, holy shit, you know, this is fucking dark. And it was just like, oh, those are some dark lyrics. This is some definitely dark lyrics, but it wasn't like holy fuck. And I was kind of looking for holy fuck. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was just kind of hoping by the end of the song I would be like, what the fuck did I just listen to? I was hoping for that, like, holy shit kind of factor, and it didn't necessarily give me that. But I mean, that's probably a good thing, in all honesty, because like she could have gone for like the darkness of the void level dark with this song, and so it's probably a good thing that she softened the blow a little bit. But like, I kind of wanted to get hit with the ultimate darkness, and I feel like I didn't necessarily, but that's alright. That's alright, you know. Again, probably for the best. I don't really got a whole lot written down for this one. I kind of honestly think the song speaks for itself, really. Yeah, I'm sure, reading some of the comments as well, which I didn't fail to mention, that one of the comments was like, I don't know if it said why isn't this, or I wish this was, or somewhere along the lines, something involving this is not on Spotify, with a sad face. Which I second. I've seconded a million times. But what are you gonna do? Again, I'm sure it's some kind of rights kind of thing with Coochie Records. C-O-H or K-O-C-H. I like to call it Cooch. Coochie Records. I imagine it's something to do with them, with some kind of rights, like bullshit or something. That, I mean, maybe their future songs aren't with them, and like, so they couldn't get those ones, the rights for that song, something like that. So obviously some bullshit thing like that, that it's not on Spotify. But I don't know. I'm not into biz. I don't know how it works. But I second that one. But a lot of the comments was very much like, yeah, Like this song really hits home because I relate to this. Like I'm sure this is stuff that a lot of people have gone through. Because there's not only talks of sexual abuse in here, but there's also talks of physical abuse. And then the worst part, this could also explain, the story I told about the person and the cousins. The cousins got, you know what I mean? We're not going to go into the story for privacy reasons. But like the blaming yourself for it, that part was all too real. Because the number of times in here she says it's all my fault and stuff when it's clearly not. You know what I mean? It's clearly not your fault. But that seems to happen so often where victims blame themselves that it's just, not get me wrong, these lyrics are real and they dark. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really have any. I'm not really going anywhere with that sentence, but like, it could have been darker. But I'm just saying, the lyrics are definitely dark. I ain't gonna take that away from it. But I like that switch in the middle there, where it switches between when you finally realize, wait, it's not my fault. It's all your fault, you fucking piece of shit. And then it just turns on the other person. Finally, all that anger and aggression just explodes by the end. Like lyrics in this song are just like truthful. They hit a lot of people where they live. A lot of people who've gone through this. It can be very healing to just scream this out. And kind of maybe help them see that it's not their fault if they are blaming themselves, because it's not, by the way. I haven't gone through any of this. Luckily, I've been very fortunate in my life, but like, as someone from the outside, I know it's harder when you're in the inside, but for someone on the outside, I can second that motion. It's not your fault. Like I feel like anyone would be like, it clearly isn't. But when you're in there and it's all in your head and it's fighting in your head and stuff, it's easy to blame yourself. Don't fall for that trap. It's not your fault. Anyways, I do love that twist there, and that moment where it just turns so sudden. It's like, no, it's not me. It's you. Fuck you. Like, I like that. I think it was even better not censored. So let's jump back into this bad boy. Go through a few points here. I don't have a whole lot of them, but there's like 3 or 4 marks in here I will just briefly go over, because I don't know how much time we need to spend with this song. This is a dark song. But I feel like a lot of I think this song kind of just came to me. I feel like this song is all about the message. The last 2 or 3 songs, I really feel like it was like very unique, very different. They branched off, they went somewhere with it, and it was a lot about the notation and the musicality of everything. This one I think is purely about the message. I feel like not even in a bad way, but the next thing I'm about to say, not even in a bad way. Pre-gaming that, but I feel like kind of the music was kind of a secondary. Like, it still was designed to be really good, but the whole purpose of the song was just to get this out, to self-heal and just send that message out there for not only for yourself, but like for other people going through this. This song is about the fucking message. So with that being said, I feel like there was a lot of reused rhythms and kind of just a pretty standard, this is an Otep instrumental track, well, not an instrumental, but the instruments are very similar to stuff I've heard before. The way she did like some of their flows and the way she would bounce certain things out and then scream at the end, like at the beginning here. I think when it was he hurts me and it's all my fault, like the second line in here, I like predicted like word by word, note by note, how it was going to happen as it was coming out. It's just like, yeah, no, I've heard that a million times already. So it was very repetitive from stuff they've done in the songs before. So that's why I really think that like this song wasn't about the music. I think this was about the message and getting the message across, and I think they did that very successfully. But I think everything else, like that's why I say I think the music was a little bit secondary. It was just like we'll just tried and true it because it's more important to tell this story than to try to make it unique and like its own crazy musical thing. Like we want to focus on the lyrics. It's just a guess. I don't know. But that's kind of how it felt to me a little bit. So let's hear a little bit of that beginning and see if I can kind of explain that like a little bit. We'll just like maybe glance over it because it's not really important. But you know me, even though it's not important, I'm going to talk about it because that's what I do. That's my personal quirk. All right, let's listen. I did love this drum intro though. That was cool and unique. Like that.
He hurts me 'cause he cares, he hurts me, yeah, it's all my fault.
Yeah. I was waiting like the second I heard that first line and kind of, you know, that way she does that decay on there and whatnot, and it started with the he hurts me. I was like, she's gonna be like ta 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 scream, and then it happened. I was like, yeah. It's just like very very repetitive, but at the same time not the biggest deal. You know what I mean? It's just something I noted. So of course, if I noted it, I'm gonna bring it up. You know, because that's how I do. The reason I'm drilling on that because I've had comments from Nightwish fans because they're lovely people. A good portion of them are. I just like taking shots at them as the shitty ones as much as I possibly can because really fuck the crazy shitty Nightwish fans. There's a lot of them. But yeah, I've gotten like shots at that from Nightwish fans before, and so I'm just really trying to make a point. It's like, well, why you even talk about it? You're just picky, blah blah blah. It's just like because that's my job. it's my job to point out little things like this and to work on it musically. So that's what I'm gonna do in the video. Get over it or move. Stop watching. I don't know what to tell you. Around 1 minute in. Because we're not gonna harp on it. We're just gonna move on. So around 1 minute here we had a rhythm switch and the words. I mean, any of these words really could be like, really could be what I'm talking about. I don't remember where it was, but we'll find out together here. We'll get to the words. I remember why there's a plus words, but yeah, I meant after this kind of chorus. I think this is the chorus here. I love the kind of rapid fire switch in between "Welcome to the Family" into the laboring it out, going back to a little bit slow tempo for vocal note tempo, I should say, no duration, because technically the tempo stays the same, but the duration of the notes is different. But I love that switch between slower to rapid fire. That's really fucking cool. That's really cool. Da, 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 da. Like I love that little pop into that little bit faster list out there. I think that's really cool. Now the words, we'll talk about it here for a second, then we'll let it continue to play out and get to it. I thought this was very interesting because I feel like first off, dark as a whole loser. But like I think I saw where it was going for, and this was kind of the physical abuse that I mentioned earlier. I fell down some stairs. I ran into a wall. Like anyone who's ever experienced this, or you know, they make light jokes at it all the time on TV and stuff. You know, the door opened and the door handle hit me in the eye or something. You know. Stuff like that is just like excuses being made for why you have bruises and stuff. Like, oh yeah, I accidentally ran into a wall. Ha ha ha. You know, Then immediately followed after that, he hurts me because he cares, which is the like saddest, most heartbreaking thing. One of the most saddest, heartbreaking lines in this entire fucking. Besides, it's all my fault. I would say that those two are up there for the saddest lines in this fucking song. He hurts me because he cares. Like to be trapped in that mindset of like, oh, this is normal. You know, this person hurts me because they care about me. It's because they love me. That's what you do with the people you love. That's so fucking sad. Immediately followed, I forgot that wasn't followed by the second or first, depending on your preference, saddest line, it's all my fault. Like, fuck. So fucking sad. The hints at physical abuse and then the saddest lines back to back. Oh my god, this is emotional ass bars right here. And what makes it harder to get through in here is when she delivers it in that way that sounds like she's clearly about to break down crying while making these excuses. That is absolutely heart-wrenchingly fucking sad. I think that, I mean, that's just personal preference here. I think that line, that it's all my fault, would have hit a little bit harder, and this might be a little bit of softening the blow kind of happening here. But I think that would have hit even harder if she would deliver that line sooner instead of waiting a couple beats to start introducing that line, and a little bit faster instead of like very note for note, word for word, kind of slowly chunked out. If it would just been that emotional that the first two lines were, and just kind of said a little bit faster, but still with that little bit of screaming there, that would have been hard to hear. And that's why I think it's why it was maybe a little softened a little bit or something like that. Not 100% positive, but damn, that's fucking dark. Okay, that is dark. Here we go. About 240 in. Moving along here, about 240. Most replayed. Interesting. You know, let's start around that most replayed. Anyways, we'll go a little bit early here. Deep the voice, right? Around 240 in. I can't remember what part this was. But yeah, the voice got a little deeper, a little darker, a little more grittier, a little bit more vocal fry seeping in and whatnot. I think is what I'm talking about. But we'll remember together. It's been a couple of minutes. She's also saying something here. It's also, again, not in the lyrics, and I don't know what she's saying. Hold on. Yeah, I like that part where it gets deeper and just kind of that kind of like almost uncontained rage, kind of deep growl. Fuck you. It's pretty good. There's no way I'd be able to hear what she was saying in between there. Someone would have to tell me that. But it sounded like it started in one ear, and like you know how if you've watched a lot of my stuff, I love panning. I love when stuff pans around in the ears and the mix and stuff. That shit's fun. And it sounded like it started in one ear and like moved to the other, and then like it kind of lost it there, and then all of a sudden it was in both ears, and it's just like, that's kind of cool. I don't know what was said, but I love the panning throughout all that while all that was going on. But yeah, that deeper, darker part, we're just gonna let it roll out through a good chunk of this ending here, because we'll let that kind of that deeper back and forth keep developing. But also around 3 minutes, and I said it's real emotion in here. I think it's probably that part that's fuck you with all caps, 3 exclamation marks, followed by the if you touch us again I will fucking kill you. Like, like real fucking emotion right there. So we're gonna just let this keep rolling out here for a little bit, and then we'll call it a day. So let's here we go. I also like that dun 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 kind of rhythm that the instruments are doing there. That's pretty cool too.
If you
Sorry to interrupt. But remember when I mentioned, I believe that it was the last song? I think it was either the last song or the song before that. About that allowing that imperfect sound, that motion to come out right here. That like almost like trying to catch your breath and like choke back tears, and or like at the end of Cry or something, sound that she just starts out here. Doesn't even need it to be there, but that just heightens the emotion to the next level. That just, especially before these words, like that really takes us to the next level of dark, which I absolutely appreciate. Her willingness to go there and to allow that to come through is pretty fucking legit. I ain't gonna lie. Let's get it again.
If you don't just okay, I will fucking go. I will make you pay. I will make you pay.
Now, unfortunately, I don't remember what the words are, so I'm actually gonna go look at it. Yes, it is in the song. It is in Ghost Flowers. The almost the same notes and almost the same exact rhythm with "I Will Make You Pay" is pretty much almost the exact way she said "I will be avenged" in Ghost Flowers. So it's like, again, a little bit of that repetitiveness coming in there, but again, not a big deal. I think. Push buttons here. Oh, because I was over there. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, again, not a big deal. Just yeah, you like it shaking up every now and then. But again, I really think that the purpose of this was not to try to create something fresh and new and unique. It was really just to get this out of yourself, off your chest, and just get the message out there, not only to self-heal, but also to help anyone else who has gone through this and wants to just release that energy and just absolutely scream along with Otep, especially the last part. So yeah, overlooked, not a big deal, just putting it out there. So that was deep, that was dark, that was some shit. How was some shit we just went through there. Next one, kind of going along with stuff that's happened before in the past. Kind of going back to that religion topic, but it could be a little bit different. Sorry, I just saw the chorus. Rape the nun, kill the saint, wear their skin. It's whatever. So yeah, next we got Communion. I might be going back kind of towards that religion aspect that some of the first songs went over, but who knows? I mean, obviously there's religious figures being discussed and whatnot, but yeah, very interesting. Should be a fun, deliciously dark time, and I will see y'all in the next one.